Hello everybody. So today I am doing the July Carnivorous plant update. So recently it's been very hot and humid. So some of the plants love it, others hate it. Mostly the Sarracenia, some of them really dislike it. But I've done quite a few changes since last video. I've moved nearly all of my Venus flytraps outside. There's only a few more inside now. And once they get large enough, I'm gonna move them out. But I'll go ahead and go through this. So, this is the diflora stuff right here. Well, mostly. So this is Carboni, Ardente, Double Face, Cleopatra, GJ Goliath. This is Alien, I believe. Yep, Alien, Quasar, and in the back is DCXL. Up here, this is St. Patrick's Beard. I did not acquire this from Diflora. And then the rest is my normal collection. Cracker, Coquillage. This is Low Giant, Triton. You can see just the heat of day, even with the tray is absolutely full of water. It still just dries out the top layer of this. And at night that will, re-soak and the whole pot will be wet. But even in the day, even with a full tray of water, like it's just really hot. Big Mouth. This is Maroon Monster. This thing was not doing great for me for the first part of the year, and now it's just exploded. It's got 2 growth points in there, and then of course a ton of little divisions all around. And I actually had some false vivapary on one of the flowers, and you can see it's got a little baby division on it. So I just went ahead and planted that in the soil, and that's a nice new division. Moontraps. This guy, it has just gone full clump. It used to be, in the last video, it was all spread out, like out, in a circle, and now it's just a glob. So I'm probably needs a repot, which I'll do later in the year. Fine Tooth X Red. This guy has filled its pot. Really good and beautiful grower. Red Sangria. Phalanx. Loving the color on these little guys. Just super nice red traps with those teeth all around. This is La Grossa Guigi. Really big, living up to its feature, I guess. Those long, lanky traps. This is Southwest Giant. It's kind of hard to tell where the Southwest starts and La Grossa Guigi ends, but this is Royal Red. A few divisions in there. Sunrise. I've seen a lot of people's sunrises. Some of them are like really messy serration, but mine is almost like a dente, even like a Trev's Dracula, which is really weird. It's not like a normal sunrise, so I might need to get a new one or something, but we'll see. Gremlin. This thing has gone absolutely crazy. If you've seen the first few videos where I had this guy, you would not recognize it as the same plant today. It has like an incredible amount of divisions just all over the place, and it's just a crazy vigorous grower all throughout the year. Really great pick if you want a almost completely green flytrap. Kairu. This guy's also got a ton of divisions. FTS, I think this is Flaming Lips. Really nice looking. DCXL. This guy's been doing really nice. Starting to develop some of those low rosetted traps. Crimson Sawtooth. This guy is just beautiful as always. Dente, Colorado Giant, Bohemian Garnet. I love how small this guy is. Look at, oh my, I didn't even notice all that clumping. Wow. King Henry, Bimbo. This guy's been getting some really large petioles lately, rather than the clumpy low growth that it had. Wine mouth. Some of these pots from the indoors, because I had a small pot of a ton of divisions of wine mouths, I just put them all in this pot. So later in the year we'll have a really nice pot. But this guy is a really, really good grower. I'd really recommend a wine mouth if you love really deep colored mouths. It looks really nice too with the bright green contrast. Giant clam, harlequins, alien, bullseye. This is harmony, red micro teeth, Trev's Dracula, B52s, these are the experiment ones. GJ Giant Kudo, this guy's really clumpy down in there. Mirror X Mirror, Lauchapeats, Schupensteel 1, Korean Melody Shark, Adentade. This is BCP Z11. Still getting used to these conditions. You can see its new growth is looking better though. Giant Microdente, Werewolf. This is Groon, GJ Giant Form, and a Fuzzy Teeth. This is the Bog Garden right now. You can see all of the flower stalks have dropped pretty much all their seeds now. So yeah, we will start seeing a ton of just little baby flytraps popping up all over the place. Yeah, it looks really nice right now. Sarracenia seedlings, AR werewolf, and got more of my indoor flytraps now. BCP X11, Aurora Borealis. This is CK Rottweiler. This one was doing really bad last video, and you can see now it's finally starting to get new growth up. I think a lot of these CK ones were just kind of struggling inside for whatever reason. A lot of my stuff was. So it's starting to look way better now that it's all outside. This is GJ Shirkan, DCXL, GJ Giant Shark. This guy's a really nice vigorous grower. Let's see, this is Basmati. This guy's got good growth coming up too. Double green. You can see some of that leaf of variegation. Fangzon, still acclimating. This is, let me grab this. Dreamsicle. Dragon's Breath. Candy Cane. GJ Green Schupensteel. CK, I think it's, yeah, Equinox. CK Equinox. And finally, CK Solaris. That's all for the Flytraps and the Sarracenia over here. So some of these are just now starting to look really nice. I think it's mostly the Lucos. This is Tarnock. You can see it just sent up a really crazy picture out of nowhere. This thing's just beautiful. But yeah, we'll go through this. So I've got my Purpurias and my Darlingtonia. This guy's got a filiformis now that's doing really well. Purpurea minor black, potty mouth, Okefenokee giant, Schnell's ghost. It just rained like last night, so a lot of these are just going to be kind of messy and pictures are floppy. Juthatip soper. This in the back is, oh no, sorry, this is Judith Hindle, and then this is Juthatip soper. Red tube, something that I've noticed in my conditions, a lot of these really dark colored ones grow a lot better in the high heat, which kind of makes sense because of the anthocyanins. They help reflect some of that sunlight, which is kind of backwards. You'd think lighter colors would reflect more, but it's kind of like melanin in our skin, where it helps block some more of the UV from damaging. Yeah, this guy looking really nice. Behind that is Morii. This guy's doing pretty good too in the high heat relative to the other stuff. Reptilian Rose. It's going to be kind of a disaster to pick out which is which in this. In the back, this whole glob is Meerkat Mob. Up here is Dana's Delight. This, I can already tell the Sarracenia is, or this specific picture is going to be gorgeous when it opens. But there's some of the older ones. This is Graham's Gem. It's a little bit of a lower growing guy, but looks really nice nonetheless. Behind that is Reedii with these dark and white colored pictures. Pops out in all the green. And then behind that is my mystery stuff. So these guys are really droopy. I just put up this picture, which is kind of weird. It's not like the others. It's got a really long lid and it stands vertical. But yeah, you can see it's a really weird guy. Up here is Leo Wilkerson. This guy's definitely getting a bit heat stressed. This and the lunchbox have just gone downhill. There's the lunchbox, the old picture. That's the new growth. Behind that is Slit Throat, which is this kind of yellowish guy. Really tall one. Behind that is Red Vein. Up here is Cuprea, Copper Top. This guy's doing pretty good in the heat. And then of course the Tarnock. Love these Leucos. Really nice looking. Behind that is what is it, Excellence? This guy's a good grower too in the heat. This one's really vigorous. And then in the back is Splotch Throat, which is just one of my worst looking, for sure. Okay, then in the greenhouse, where it is super hot, Multifida Extrema is still going really nicely. It's a really big bush. They're not a T-form, are these smaller ones. Primula Flora, I don't even really mess with these guys much. I don't love Pinguicula, but I've got some Red Leaf X Emerginata, and then some Primula Flora. Over here I've got my Biblis filifolia. I'm not a fan of how these guys just kind of, you know, they're just really messy and they just go in all the other pots. I'm not a fan of that, so I'm just gonna let this guy flower and then die. So it's just living its best life right now. But not a ghost. These guys have been doing pretty good. They're much slower growers than the multifida or T-form for sure, but look really nice. They've got a lot of variety in colors. Some of them are bright white when they first open, and it goes from that to kind of a reddish, and then they kind of develop more deep red later in their life. Adelaide, that one's still acclimating, and I'll head inside. So this is the last stuff of my indoor collection. I'm kind of planning to grow most the Utricularia and Heliumphora in here in the future. Just the Flytraps just don't love it indoors. They much prefer the outdoors, and I'm not sure if that's because it's so humid here. As you can see, it's very humid indoors constantly. I don't know if it's that or if it's the lights. I've seen other people have Yescom 225s and they do great. I don't know what the issue is, but you can see they're just not super happy. But I'll go through this. This is Fiamma. This is one from Diflora. And then Ramis, you got two little guys in there. And then this is Ramis 2. Behind that, this is a new one that I got. This is Nepenthes spatulata expeltata. I did not buy this. It was gifted. I'm not huge into Nepenthes, but over here is Nepenthes ventrata. I overfed this guy a bit, so now it's just not really making much pictures. It's just a lot of leaves. And then in the back is Nepenthes veitchii KX Candy Stripe X Candy. Over here, this is a Scarletine baby, a Bloody Nurse, and then this is my kind of moss growing tray. This is Utricularia jamesoniana. Got a bunch of leaves in there. Utricularia quelchii. This guy gets really, really colorful in these Yescom lights. And then Heliumphora minor. I love the moss in this one too. And then up here, I've just got some moss going. I'm planning to hopefully kind of, you know, have this as a nice grow spot, and kind of top a lot of these in this kind of this moss. It should look really nice, but that's a long-term project. So yeah, there's some cultures, some explants, not quite dead yet. Trev Dracula, this guy's just getting big. Some alien. But yeah, so that's everything. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.